Hi everyone, thank you for joining our May Virginia Broker Roundtable. Allison James Estates and Homes is a nationwide brokerage which offers 100% commission and 100% support. Why split your commission if you don't need to? You've earned it all, so shouldn't you keep it all? Our goal at Allison James is to always give back to our agents by providing education, training sessions, live webinars, live events, and full broker support with the most up-to-date tools and technology available. We are always looking for new tools and ways to be able to provide them to our agents at a lower or discounted price, so you can keep your hard-earned money for the important things in life and the people you love. Today's webinar is on CDAs and the wire transfer process. We have our accounting specialist, Shannon Chirillo, and our Virginia Broker our Virginia Broker, Tracy Brown, with us. So thank you, Shannon, for joining us, and thank you, Tracy, as always. We're going to first go over a few things regarding SkySlope. The most important thing is always, always, always remember the 48-hour rule. All documents must be uploaded into SkySlope within 48 hours of receipt. This is really important. Your broker, Tracy Brown, needs enough time to review the file before it closes so that you're in compliance. And we also need to make sure that we have enough time to get the CDA out before closing. Now, if Shannon receives a commission check and there is an incomplete file in SkySlope, you are going to be subject to a penalty for being out of compliance. So that's something that you always want to avoid. And the easiest way to do it is just always remembering the 48-hour rule. And again, to ensure that your CDA is issued before closing, to not hold up you getting paid, always make sure that the commission tab in SkySlope is complete. And of course, that all required documents have been uploaded. If you're having trouble with filling out the commission tab, or you are not sure what a complete commission tab in SkySlope means, we do have a short tutorial video on how to correctly complete the commission tab in our AJI University portal under our FAQs page. It's just a 1-minute long video, and it walks you through everything you need to know. So definitely feel free to go into our FAQs page. We have a ton of other stuff in there, not just the commission tab video, but feel free to take a look at everything. Now, something important that we wanted to share with everyone, Virginia state regulations now require that title companies send the full commission to your broker. This is not an Allison James policy. This is the Virginia state regulations. So they are no longer allowing the agent to be paid directly at closing. Now, we do have a few different options. The first option is going to request corporate to show the Allison James wiring instructions on the CDA. Now, this is going to be the fastest way for Allison James to receive the commission and for you to get paid. Now, please note that if you would like us to include our wiring instructions on the CDA, there will be a $15 incoming wire fee that we will take out of your commission. So you don't have to pay that ahead of time. We will take that out of your commission, and then we will, of course, ACH the funds to you. If you do choose to have the funds wired directly to us, you must email Shannon at accounting@AJI Corporate with the information. So you have to give her the address, the amount of the incoming wire, and which company it's coming from. That way Shannon can know that it's coming, expect it, and there won't be, any delay. She'll know exactly where it's coming from. Once we do receive those funds, we will schedule your commission to be released on the next Tuesday or Thursday. So, and I don't mean the next week, I mean as soon as we receive the funds, whichever Tuesday or Thursday comes up next, that's when we will release. Now, so that is option one. You can have the full commission wired into our Allison James account. Option two is if you don't want to pay for the wire, then the title company will send the full commission check payable to Allison James to your broker, Tracy. Now, once we receive the commission check and it has cleared our account, we will then schedule the funds to be ACH directly into the bank account we have on file for you. So again, option one is going to be the quickest way. If you do not want to have the funds wired, then a check will be sent in the mail, and then once that has totally cleared our account, we will schedule the ACH. So those are the two options. And just so you know, agent commissions are released on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We do send out an email when we schedule the EFT payment. You will see the subject line of that email says EFT payment from Allison James Estates and Homes. So it will show when the ACH is being released. Also, another thing we'd like everyone to know, when the ACH is released, it can take up to 24 hours for the funds to show in your account. So if you do have any questions, or after that 24 hours, if you're still not seeing the funds in your account, which is very rare, then feel free to give Shannon a call in our accounting department, or you can send her an email with any questions that you have. And then the last thing that I wanted to go over was SkySlope training. If anyone is having trouble with SkySlope, maybe you just need a refresher on how to use the system or how to complete the commission tab, anything like that, feel free to schedule a one-on-one call with Tori Hunter in our corporate office. She will be happy to walk you through the system, answer any questions that you might have, and just make sure that you are up and running with SkySlope. Again, it's so important to stay in compliance and to make sure that there's no delay in you getting paid. The best way to do that is to understand the SkySlope system. So that is it for my presentation. I would just like to pull up our contact information for the corporate team. I'll leave this up on the screen, so in case anyone would like to jot these emails down or the phone numbers, the corporate team is always here to help you. So if you do have any questions, always feel free to reach out to us. And that is, that's it for me. Tracy, do you have anything you would like to go over or add on? Okay, perfect.
Yes, Victoria, my question for you is, it's with the ACH way that the agent, if they, well, we do the ACH anyway, if they choose to transfer the funds directly from the title company to corporate, what is the turnaround time on the average? That's a question I get from agents a lot, even by doing that.
Great question. If the funds are wired directly from title, we receive them right away. Is that correct, Shannon?
Yes, we receive them right away, and the turnaround time will be as soon as our next commission date goes out, since we don't need to wait for it to clear our account. So if we receive it Wednesday, it'll go out Thursday to the agent.
Okay, and let's clarify so they understand that it's not a profit that we as corporate making off this. The wire transfer is a $15 fee that we are actually charged to do the transfer, correct?
Yes.
Right, and we just passing the cost on to the agent because it's a cost that we have to pay. Now, is it also a cost that the title company has to pay as well, as my understanding? So there's a fee that may be involved?
Some title or escrow companies do charge a fee, whereas others, they don't pass that on.
Okay, so by us doing the CDA up front and stating which way we chose, such as the snail mail way or if it's by the wire, that we can break down what the cost could be, what it could, and that also let the agents know somehow in this message here that we're sharing today that they can ask the title company or the closing agent to take that cost on, and which in most cases they will, but however, at the last moment they may choose not to. So I don't know if there's a way that we could have a box or something check off that the cost will be paid by the agent or by the title company. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
That's a great question, Tracy. I think that's something that, of course, would need to be worked out with the title company, whether they're covering it. But
Okay.
always in the additional notes in the SkySlope commission tab is a great place to put anything like that. So if, for example, one of our agents would like to have just this specific deal wired, put a note in there, please put the Allison James wiring instructions. If they don't really, they're not worried about receiving the commission right away and they want to wait for the check and not pay the fee, then they can put a note in there to just put the address and have the check mailed.
Okay, great. Also, Victoria and Shino, I'd like to share with you that I'm sorry, that's Shannon, correct? Shannon?
Yes.
That in October of 2015, Department of Regulations of the state for real estate stated that they were no longer accept commissions directly, allow commissions directly to the agent, even though we have authorized the agent to get those commissions and we do a 1099. Now, however, some of the agents who's listening may say, well, my title company or my attorney actually is still paying me. Right, they may be still paying you, but based on the regulatory guidelines, that's incorrect. And the new regulatory guideline just has not caught up yet with everyone. So you find some companies are gradually moving away from them, and some are still continuing to pay the agents. And I find agents getting frustrated when they can't get their monies in a timely manner because they're not aware of this new law. So I'm going to send out an email to recommend that all agents listen to this message so they can get an understanding of this D4 regulations that really affects them receiving their monies in a timely manner, and it's nothing that we can do and control, but we're trying to minimize the time as much as possible so they can get their money in a timely fashion. Any comments about that, ladies? What would help on your end from accounting and corporate to make the transition go smoothly?
I think the most important thing is just making sure that the file is in SkySlope, the commission tab is completed, putting a note in the commission tab whether you would like the commission wired to us. That's going to be the fastest way to get paid. So we want you guys to get paid. We wish you could get paid at closing. So wiring the funds is something that is going to make sure that you do get paid a lot quicker than mailing the check. So just communicate with corporate. If you would like us to include those wiring instructions, we would love to do that for you. But yeah, just let us know what you need. We're always here to help. So.
Okay. Well, thank you, Victoria and Shannon. Shannon, I got a question for both of you guys, and we're going to walk through this scenario very briefly and to the point. So my understanding is, correct me if I'm wrong, say for instance, scenario that the commission check was wired to you on Thursday morning. If it's wired to you on Thursday morning, they may not receive that commission until Tuesday because we cut checks every Tuesday and Thursday, or will they have it put in their account on that Friday? Could you clarify that, please?
For the most part, it'll be Tuesday, unless it's the very first thing Thursday morning.
Yes.
We set up our ACH payments in the afternoon on our time, in California time. So it's a possibility, but you also have to make sure that your SkySlope file is complete.
Gotcha. Yeah, because one of the challenges I get so often is, yeah, I did the wire, but the money's not in my account yet. Now, keep in mind, as Shannon just shared with you, if it's after maybe 2 o'clock on Thursday, the next bill in ACH is not until Tuesday morning, Tuesday. So you have to keep that in mind as well when we're looking at this. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, depending upon what time it comes in, is a deciding factor. And that's just normal with real estate in this industry as well. Am I correct on that, ladies?
Yeah, and you're still getting it faster if they wire it to us versus if they were to mail it to us, and we have to wait for the check to clear and then set it up. So the wiring is the best bet. Yes, there's a fee, but if you want your money now, then that's the way to do it.
Absolutely. And now this is a scenario I often get, Shannon, I'm quite sure you hear about this as well, is that an agent contacts me at the last moment because there's a wrong commission or something on their CDA and they need to change it in the computer. And then they come to me and I say, hey, I can't change it. Then they must contact you, my understanding is, so you can change it. But however, they get frustrated when I can't change it right away for them. Could you explain on that, please? Explain.
I think Victoria can explain on the process of getting a revised CDA.
Yes,
okay.
Definitely. So if there is a last minute change, you're always going to want to email support at AJI Corporate. Our support team, they're the ones who actually do the revised CDAs. So if it is, you've got a closing coming up in the next, few hours or the next day or so, just request a rush on that revision. We do get quite a few revision requests. If you let us know that it is a rush, then we'll try and turn that around for you as quick as possible. But the best way to do that is to actually have the revisions on the original CDA. We do sometimes receive emails saying, oh, the price has changed, here is the addendum, but we need clarification on what the new amounts are. So that makes it a lot easier for us to turn those around quickly.
Absolutely. And also when they come to you for a revision change or they're coming to you because their file isn't approved or signed off on, I get the big challenge of dealing with the agent when they just put it in the system about 20 minutes ago and they're closing in an hour. And my friends, I wish this was an instant world, but it just doesn't happen that quick on my end. Now, once I do approve it, that doesn't mean corporate can get to it that quick as well. Am I correct?
Correct. Yeah, the best thing to do is if you've just uploaded all of the required documents, Tracy is going in there to review the file, confirm that the commission tab is correct, because within 24 hours of file approval is when we issue the CDA. And I know that the commission tab has to be filled out right away when you are creating the transaction, but always go back in and double check to make sure it is correct, because those are the amounts we're putting on that CDA.
Oh, great, great. Well, and I think we have a very efficient system once everyone understands the system, and it's the same here. You just educated me on the scenario we just covered that should go through the support team actually changing the CDA and not through accounting for that. So that's great. I'm fine. I think this information that was shared today can really help the agent see that we are very efficient once they learn the system, that we all benefit from the system. I have no other questions. Anyone else have anything to say?
Perfect. Nope, that's it on my end.
Okay.
I actually just had one thing to add. Another item so that you are paid really quickly is to make sure that your ACH payment information is correct with us. If you need to update it at any time, just shoot me an email and I can send you a form to fill out, because it will delay it if I send it out and the information's not correct and it has to come back, and then I have to send it up for the next payment date.
Okay. Are those ACH instructions actually on the CDA form? Because I have agents who, at the last minute they want to get paid, and they decide they want to do ACH so they can get paid quicker, and then they don't seem to know the process of what to do. Is the steps actually written on the CDA?
The steps for the wire?
Yes, the wiring instructions and everything.
Yes. Well, if they request it to be wired, the instructions will be on the CDA. I believe we also have wiring instructions just on AJIU, correct, Victoria?
We do, yes, under the corporate forms. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, but the big challenge with that, I hate to tell you this, is that no agent looks at it until they need it, and when they need it, they're in this panic mode of wanting to know the process, and they call me, and if I'm mobile out in the field, I can't get it for them right away, and I try to tell them what to go. They don't know how to get on the system, and then they're kind of in a frantic mode and think I don't want to help them. It's not that I don't want to help them, but I don't have that information maybe readily accessible to me at that time. So I don't know, whatever we can do to try to assist the agents, but also to make it user-friendly for them. I appreciate all your help on that as well.
Of course, and again, the easiest thing, I mean, putting our wiring instructions on the CDA so that title can wire directly to us is of course going to be the easiest way. If the agents have any questions about, what account they have on file with us for us to ACH into, just email accounting or support. We can take a look and make sure that we have everything set up the right way for them.
Okay, well, great. And then one more thing, since you mentioned email, and I find being that we have over 1,200 agents, the most effective response is via email. Is that correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think email is always a great way to communicate with us. You can call us, or you can even chat with us live on AJI University. That's a new thing that we've just added on. If the agents don't want to give us a call and they're on AJI University, they can always chat with us anytime on there. If it's after hours and no one's available, it will come into us as an email, so we can get back to them right away first thing in the morning.
Oh, great. Well, that's great. This is exciting information to help us be more effective and efficient in what we do. I will make sure that once you guys send me the recorded message, that I'll get it out to all my agents, and I think it can help our agents a lot, not only just in the Virginia branch, but I think with the other locations as well.
Definitely. Perfect. Thank you so much, Tracy, and thank you, Shannon, for being on today.
Thank everyone as well.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Goodbye.
All right. Bye-bye.